This is I Am Change podcast. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. There is zero success without change. Be the change you want to see. Believe, focus, achieve. Welcome to I Am Change podcast. I'm Joyce Ometu. More than 5% of the world's population are carriers of sickle cell anemia. In Nigeria, about 150,000 babies are born with sickle cell disorder annually, making Nigeria the country with the highest burden of sickle cell disorder in the world. This edition of I Am Change podcast looks at sickle cell anemia and how to manage it. Our guest, Mr. Hafeez Adeyemi, is a creative director at Epitome Studios, a filmmaker and entrepreneur. He is also a sickle cell warrior who believes that no one can talk about the disease more effectively than one who goes through it. He explains how this disease is gotten and prevented. He also talks about his struggles with the disease. So thank you very much for joining us.
You're
It's
welcome.
a pleasure to have you.
Same here.
I stumbled on the statistics recently which says Nigeria is the country with the highest burden of sickle cell disorder in the world.
Yeah,
And I went, oh wow, the society is actually taking this thing for granted.
you can say that.
You are a sickle cell warrior, as you like to be addressed, and I would want to know, tell our listeners what it is about. What is sickle cell anemia?
Basically, in a lay-term meaning, sickle cell is a blood disorder,
Okay.
which is inherited through the blood gene. So basically what it means is, if both parents are carriers of the sickle cell gene,
Yeah.
then there is a 90%, 100% chances they passing it on to their child. So basically, if a father is AS and the mother is AS, there's definitely a chance of giving birth to a child with sickle cell.
Okay.
So we advise that anyone with a sickle cell gene or an S gene should marry someone without the S gene at all. So an AS should always get married to an AA person. Same thing with sickle cell warriors. They can't get married to anybody with sickle cell or AS. It has to be AA. So basically any parent that carries the S gene, there's a possibility of passing the S gene onto a child. So
with
AS
AA,
plays, yes, with
AA,
AA, AS, AASS,
There's no...
that's good.
Okay.
AA, AS, yes, then, yeah, that's it. It has to be AA. The thing about AS is when two AS get married, they might get lucky, you get, but it's a very slim chance. Yeah.
Okay. So at what age did you find out you had sickle cell and what it was?
I know my parents got to know when I was age 3, but as I grew older, I started understanding what it was, because it was obvious I was the only one that fell ill in the family. So basically, you later grow into knowing what sickle cell is, basically. But my parents knew at age 3, basically.
Okay, did they have any idea about their genotypes before marriage?
Actually, no, they didn't. They didn't. It wasn't easy, because then I don't think a lot of people know what genotype was, or even now, a lot of people still don't know what their genotypes are and everything. So back then, it was much more harder. That's why when that happens, you see a lot of families saying they have a child who is abiku.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know what it was. So if the child keeps dying, they believe the person is just abiku and everything. So that's it, yeah.
So as a sickle cell warrior, what are your health challenges?
Our challenges, basically, is just, we call it sickle cell crisis, which you have no control over.
Okay.
And it's something that it doesn't even give you a warning, doesn't give you a sign. You might be fine like 5 minutes and boom, it just begins. And basically what is said to cause this crisis is the lack of oxygen in the blood, in the red blood cells and everything. So when that happen, the normal shape of a red blood cell is round.
Right.
But when it starts lacking the oxygen, it becomes a sickle-shaped red blood cell, which now when you have too much of that, it starts clotting, clogging the blood vessels and everything. So by the time that happens, that's where the pain begins, because there's no passage of red blood cells anymore. There's no passage of oxygen and all that. So that's it basically.
So how do you manage it?
I mean, there's different ideas on how to manage sickle cell, but to me, I just feel like you get lucky managing it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the thing is, regardless of how people say, oh, now we are managing sickle cell, or it's still not that easy. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people will say, okay, my kid takes this daily routine, which is folic acid and paludrin. Okay. Paludrin basically is an anti-malaria medicine that sort of prevents malaria from happening, basically. But the reality is, it might work for a bit, but it doesn't really stop you from having malaria, especially in Nigeria like this, you get, where mosquitoes is. So for some people, they will say it works, do you know what I'm saying? And for some people, they will say, okay, probably they just taking this new medication called HU. Hydroxyurea is a medication that is meant to kind of reduce the amount of crisis that you get and everything. And the thing is, if another warrior uses it, she might say, oh, this is working for me. And if someone else uses it, it might say it doesn't, or she even reacted to it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it varies when we talk about managing sickle cell and everything. Right. The only thing is that probably when you start getting older, you know what not to do or what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. Like when I was young, I love playing football. Regardless of how my parents say, don't do that, I'll still do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Knowing, yes, there might be consequences and everything. I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? But now, there are certain things you just know, okay, well, I don't have to, I have to stop this, or I don't do this, or whatnot. So it depends. The thing is, you get lucky with sickle cell. That's it. For me, I was told when I get to a certain age, it was meant to reduce. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. I've heard a myth about that.
Yeah.
They tell you when you get to, if you are able to cross 21.
Exactly.
Yeah, the crisis
that is meant
reduces
to and everything.
How true is that?
That's what I'm saying. Like it varies. Do you get it? It's not like it's a must that it must happen. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just that yes, some people might get lucky and everything. Before now, yes, I do get ill. In recent time, I do get ill, but it wasn't subsequent. You get it wasn't back to back. But now I get like back to back. Do you know what I'm saying? I never expected I was going to be having it like back to back, like 24 hours kind of pain and everything. So again, it depends on the body. It depends on,
I know you already said there are no warning signs, they just come.
Yeah.
But are there particular things that maybe you must have identified that triggers your crisis sometimes?
Basically, what we say is that, stress will trigger your crisis. Malaria will trigger your crisis. Infection will trigger your, when they say you have typhoid and stuff like that, something like that. But with our own, the infection basically means that when you check and you see that your white blood cells is higher than they should be, you have an infection and all that. So infections, and with Nigeria, with the whole pollution and everything, there's no escaping that. Do you get? So again, weather as well. Some people say cold weather don't work with them. Some people say, for me, I love the cold weather. Do you get what I'm saying? But some people will run from a cold weather. Do you understand? So it depends. It varies as well.
Okay, I know you're not a medical practitioner, but is there a known cure? Is there a known cure or intervention for sickle cell anemia?
I'll be blunt. I'll say no, because what is expected to be a cure, to me, is not. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's BMT, bone marrow transplant.
Okay.
And basically, what that does is that they get a match a bone marrow match, and they sort of replace that person's bone marrow to a sickle cell, a warrior's system, and it starts generating these new red blood cells. But the thing about that again is that even when that is done, it stops the crisis. But the S gene is still there. So which means even if you're getting married, you still can't get married the way you want to. You still have to be careful in choosing who to get married to. So that's that. And again, you have to consider the age, because it's easier for a baby or someone who is still around 18 or something to get, because their immune system is still kind of fresh and kind of, yeah. But for older person, there tend to be complications, so a lot of people don't even go there. I've been approached by BMTs, I've tried to do it. When a doctor said he wouldn't advise us to do it, you get, that we should just keep managing it the way it's like. And for me, I don't even want to anyways, because I know it's hard, but adding to what you have already is a problem. That's the truth. So yeah, that's it basically. I know there are a lot of researches and trials that are going on, so probably, hopefully, we'll get like proper cure. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, tell us about what you do, your profession, and does this sickle cell anemia, does it affect your productivity?
Yeah, I'm a filmmaker, basically. I make music videos, films, documentaries, and whatnot. And for the kind of job I do, I'm not just the director most of the time. I actually handle the camera as well, cinematography, so which can be a bit strenuous. I mean, because it's hard work, basically. You know, it requires strength, manpower, and everything. Yes, probably at the end of the production or at the end of the thing, you get tired, you get stressed out, and it might happen, the crisis might happen, and it might not, you get. I know I've been told a few times to quit my job because of that ideology, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen, yeah. Like, what I do is what I do, and I do it because I love it. So I'm not going to let it stop what I love to do. Do you get it? Whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen in that way. So why stop? That's it. I don't care, really.
Tell us about your movie, S.
Journey of the S. Yeah. Before Journey of the S, actually, I've done like 2 short films, which were on the same subject matter, sickle cell. That was the motivation for the feature film anyways. And the story was actually written by my younger sister. We sort of co-wrote it, but she was the main brain behind the story. And basically it's just about... she's not sickle cell, but yeah, she's not sickle cell, but she's AS. Yeah, so basically it's just based on the lives of 4 sickle cell warriors from different family backgrounds. And what we did with the movie was just to sort of identify the sort of things warriors go through in terms of relationships, you get family feuds and everything. So an angle where, you know, you sort of see the difference between how, let me use the word rich person and a poor person would sort of want to undo such cases, you get. You know, it's a different family background, and you know it's going to be tougher for the person who doesn't have money and everything. And with the kind of disability that we have, it requires a lot of money. That's the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what Journey of DS was. You know, we have situations whereby someone wants to get married, the parent is like, no, you can't get married to this person because they're sickle cell. Do you get? You know, they always have this ideology that every sickle cell person is gonna die. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna live
we all are gonna die one day.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I think people forget that. Do you know what I'm saying? But for the fact that you are sickle cell or you have cancer, do you know what I'm saying? Yes, with cancer, you can beat cancer, do you know what I'm saying? Or with sickle cell, you live your entire life as a sickle cell person, except you get to do the BMT, which is now. But before now, there was no BMT. Do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people died from negligence, from poor healthcare systems and everything, which is still happening. So at the end of the day, people just have this mindset that as long as you're sickle cell, you're gonna fall ill, and when you fall ill, there's that possibility that you're not going back home, which is fine. You get, it's okay to think like that because that's what it is anyways. That's the mindset of a lot of people. It's just now that we trying to change that mindset, that norm can be changed. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it still boils down to the hospitals, to the medical practitioners, because they are actually the one that makes it tough for our sickle cell warriors, basically.
So I'm going to ask you a very sensitive question.
Yeah.
During your period of crisis, have you ever felt or feel any form of anger towards your parents? Maybe blaming them for putting you through this?
Yeah, for some reason, that's something I've never done. I don't know why.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I've never felt like that. Like probably it's their fault because I know they didn't know and they didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? But it happened. But yeah, no, not really.
So how has your support system been like? Do you have any support system? Your family, friends?
Yeah.
Your spouse?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Based on the last question, probably that's why I never blame them because they never stopped fighting with me. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a thing to be born with sickle cell. It's another thing that your family stands with you and everything, because I know a lot of people that have been abandoned by their parents, ignored and whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, with my family, they've always been there. Anyways, and they even sleep with me at the hospital. My mom especially, before I got married, she was always the one at the hospital with me and always there. Then recently my brothers and everything. So yeah, they're amazing.
They're doing great.
Yeah.
Socially, have you suffered any form of stigma or discrimination?
We still do. I don't know if it's gonna stop now, but possibly later, because it's because of that stigmatization that a lot of people still hide. They don't want to tell people that they have this disability and everything. And the truth is, I was like that before. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather not just say. But the thing about sickle cell is, even when you start hiding it, you can't hide it for long. Do you know what I'm saying? It's always going to show itself. So that's always going to be happening. And like I said, especially with the medical community, they are mostly our problem anyways. And
yeah, talking about that, would you say there are adequate healthcare services and facilities for sickle cell warriors?
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria, yeah.
No, it's a struggle, really. It's a crazy struggle, and that is why for a very long time now, I've told myself I'm not going to the hospital, regardless of how crazy the pain is. If I can't manage it at home, I don't know what's going to happen, probably a clinic or something, but Nigerian hospital will just make you tired. And the sad thing is, we're meant to run to places like that, for them to probably not save us, but assist us. But the sad thing is, at the end of the day, you even go there and you just die there. I know a lot of people that have gone through that, They go to the hospital, they neglect them. At the end of the day, they just die. So I kept thinking, okay, if I'm gonna go to the hospital and I'm just probably gonna die, why do I have to go there anyways? So it's better I just die at home, So, I mean, yeah.
I think with the burden of this disease, there should be at least one sickle cell center, not just a regular hospital.
Yeah.
There should be a center or a clinic to cater for sickle cell warriors.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of NGOs now who sort of assist with the medications and everything. There's a Sickle Cell Foundation in Lagos as well.
They have it everywhere, in every state.
It's not even a clinic anyways, it's just a place where they just go to get some routine drugs, probably for people who can afford it. They run some tests, send you to certain hospitals if you need to and everything. But that's what we're trying to do anyways, or that's what I'm trying to do, to sort of have like a safe haven for sickle cell warriors. Like you said, a sickle cell clinic, which is already started, but it's still work in progress.
Okay.
And very soon, I'm sure a lot of people will get to know and start coming to the place. A place where no sickle cell warriors can go to, and they would not be treated as I have witnessed. Do you know what I'm saying? They should be able to come in there, like feel like it's a home for them. Do you get? Nobody's going to condemn them. Nobody's going to ignore them. Nobody's going to look down on them as well. And basically what they're coming for, they can actually get, which is a proper healthcare management. Do you get? Sickle cell management, sickle cell treatment. Basically, that's what we're trying to do. And I'm sure in a few months, they should be up and doing.
Wish you good luck on that.
Thank you so much.
Now, I'm talking about awareness. When I started, I said, I saw your statistics where Nigeria has the highest burden of sickle cell disorder.
Yeah.
What do you think is the awareness level in Nigeria? Is it good? Is there enough awareness about this disease?
The awareness thing is a bit complicated. I think the thing is, yes, it's happening, and it's sad that it's only happening because of the people who suffer from it. So if you check out most of the NGOs that we have that are trying to create this awareness, they're either set up by people who suffer from the disability or people who has a family who suffers from it. Do you know what I'm saying? You rarely see just a random person that will say, oh yeah, I want to set up a sickle cell foundation. Do you get? And I think it's limited again because a lot of people believe that it's a black man's disease.
Right.
Do you get? So that's why the awareness is limited. Even the cure is taking so long because they believe it's a black man's disease, which is not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not. Even Asians have it, Hispanics have it.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So probably until people start understanding that it's not just a black person's disease, probably the awareness will be much more. And probably then the cure again will come faster. Because I believe if it was a white man's disease, they would have gotten, because I know a lot of money is being put through for cancer, ALS, and all that. But for sickle cell, it's just limited because we just feel that we are being ignored because, it's just black people that suffers from it. So.
Okay. What policies would you suggest the government to put in place to change this narrative?
First of all, we need to start from parents lecturing their kids, like right from early stages, when okay, they can understand this. You need to let them know there are some sort of disabilities out there that they need to avoid from happening. Then hospitals, probably each time a baby is born or something, they should have like a card that should carry this is their genotype and all that. And I think basically people in relationships just have to be open to each other, because a lot of people lie.
Love is not even enough.
Yeah, a lot of people lie, and they just because you're in love with this person, you fake the results, and you end up regretting at the end of this day. I know I've heard people say, I think some churches, that before you get married in the church, you have to bring in your results and everything, which is good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that can assist and help. The only problem we might have is probably the people in the villages, do you get, where the information and communication is limited. And the thing is, yes, we produce the highest babies of sickle cell warriors. It's not like a general thing. The increment, it's from the north, mostly. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I know 90% or 95% of them don't know. Do you get? So, and we're still having that mindset where people say, oh, it's still abico or something like that, do you get? So I think we need to probably start doing some exchange program whereby NGOs probably travel down to all those areas where they can lecture them, talk to them, create more awareness towards those people, do you know what I'm saying? I think if that is done, then we have a chance of stopping that's just it, knowing your genotype, that's basically it.
All right, any last words?
I know, like I say, sickle cell is tough, that's the truth. It's tough, but at the end of the day, you owe it to yourself to try and live life.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Try and live life, Don't try to control what you can't control. I know a lot of people just live on the edge like, oh, I have this thing anyway, so I'm just gonna live life anyhow I want it, by drinking, by smoking, those things, because they believe at least they're not gonna last, they're gonna die soon. So a lot of people do that, and a lot of people are actually scared of living, like doing things they should do. And not, you want to travel the world, but you're scared that, okay, probably if you go through the plane, you might have crisis. It doesn't matter. Even the more you try to protect yourself from the crisis, you just kind of making it worse. That goes around very much, like depression, suicidal thoughts, and whatnot. I know it's hard, but just forget you have that disability and just do what you love to do. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop you. It doesn't change anything. See, the thing is, like you said, everybody's going to die. That is true. But what I tell people is, yes, everybody's going to die. That life, that's going to come to the end, to an end. The only difference between my life and your life is that I have to live with pain all my life. If that was different for me, then I agree with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, we're going to die. But the difference is that every crisis that I go into is a possibility that I'm going to die. Do you get? That's always at the back of every warrior's mind. Do you get? So nothing can change that. That's true. The only thing you can do for yourself, like I said, is just to live life and be happy regardless.
Thank you very much for speaking with us, Mr. Hafeez.
You're welcome.
Keep fighting like the warrior that you are. We wish you good health always.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me, guys.
Love is not enough. Save your future children from avoidable, excruciating pains. Know your genotype. Also make sure you know your partner's genotype to ascertain compatibility. You've been listening to I Am Changed podcast. I'm Joyce Ometu. Thank you so much for listening.